Alright, so a little study guide and intervention here. We have lots of things going on, obviously. If the lines intersect, they have different slopes. We call that consistent and independent. There is one solution. If the lines coincide, if they're the same line, it's the same slope, the same y-intercept, we call that consistent and dependent. There are infinitely many solutions to that. And if the lines are parallel, they have the same slope, different y-intercepts, we call that an inconsistent system. There are no solutions to that. Let's go see what that looks like. We are going to graph each of these equations and describe the system as consistent and independent, consistent and dependent, or inconsistent. So moving right along to the graphing in number 1, 3x plus y equals negative 2. I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. So y equals negative 3x minus 2. I start at negative 2. My rise is negative 3. My run is 1. And I have my line. Subtracting the 6x from both sides, negative 6x plus 10, and dividing that by 2, y equals negative 3x plus 5. So I start 2, 3, 4 at 5, and I go down 2 and over 1, down 2 and over 1, down 2 and over 1. I'm supposed to be going down 3 and over 1. Start at 5 and go down 1, 2, 3 and over 1. Down 1, 2, 3 and over 1. Down 1, 2, 3 and over 1. There we go. When you have parallel lines, it is an inconsistent system. You can also tell that because the slopes are the same. While the y-intercepts are different. Looking at the next one, we have 2y equals negative x plus 5, or y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5 halves. So I'm going to start at 5 halves. I'm going to go down 1 and over 2, down 1 and over 2, down 1 and over 2. There's my line. I have negative 6y equals 3x minus 15. So dividing by negative 6. I have y equals negative 1/2 x. Dividing top and bottom by 3, we have 5 halves. So we have the same slope and the same y-intercept. Our points are exactly the same and our line's exactly the same. And so we have the same exact line, one on top of the other. That's what they're talking about when they're talking about a consistent and dependent system. This is consistent and dependent. Any point on that line is a solution. There are infinitely many solutions. The solutions depend on the value of x. Not everything works, but if you tell me what the x is, I can tell you what the y is. So it's a dependent system. And if we skip down to number 6, if we go and graph those, we have y equals 3x minus 2. So if we start at negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. There's our first line. And we have y equals negative x plus 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. There's our line. This is a consistent and independent system. Which means there is one solution. That solution is the point where the two lines intersect. That one point is our solution, our only solution, and there you go.